Well, welcome back to backyard woodworking. Cold outside today, 27, some freezing rain, so it's a good day to be inside doing one of the Scrollsaw videos I was talking about. This is going to be kind of a review demonstration, I guess you'd say. I did a review, I know, a couple of months ago, I think it was. Well, this is going to be like a re-review. Now that I've had a chance to use this saw a couple of times, and what I'm working on here is for next Christmas season, good time to do it, a nativity scene. There's a king, donkey, we even got a camel. So, the patterns, glued, using 3M, this is general purpose 45 adhesive. You pick this up at your box store, whatever. It seems to come off fairly easy, which is good. Shake it well. Spray the back of your pattern, let it tack up for a while, like 15-20 seconds or so. Stick it to your wood then. Don't spray the wood, spray the pattern. Then I cover it with some packing tape. And that's supposed to help lubricate the blades so you don't break so many blades. Now, I got this information off the web. And it seems to work. It also helps hold your pattern tight in case you're doing a lot of cutting. It could lift up a little bit here and there, but it seems to serve two purposes. All you gotta do is peel this off. It peels half the pattern with it. And then take your mineral spirits and clean up the remainder. If you can see on these, like there's still paper. Here's the wood side, and you can see the paper still stuck on there. Well, when I dose that down with a little mineral spirits, this will peel right up. I've tried it already. It does work well. Also, a heat gun, they say, works if you have a heat gun. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm working on another one of these kings, of the three kings for the nativity scene that I'm working on. And I want to show you how the saw works as far as changing blades, and a little demonstration of how it cuts. Also, the type of blades I'm using, and all there's different types of blades you can buy and whatever, and we'll go from there. Okay, we'll switch over now. I'll move the camera so you can see how this thing works. Alrighty, now you can see the piece I have in here. I got a number 5. This is one here. A plain end blade. Now this saw, this Harbor Freight saw, came with a couple of these pin end blades. You can see the little pin end here on the blade. That just slips into a little groove up here, top and bottom, and blade, you know, that holds the blade. But these blocks here is what holds your plain end blade, and you tighten up with this hex key. Now the problem, as I see, and I'll show you here, the saw cutting, and I'll show you changing the blade, and I'll show you where the problem I see is with the saw over some of the other brands. Now you got to release it in the back of the saw here. I can't get it on the camera here, but there's a tension knob. You got to loosen all the tension. You got to take your key, push your arm down and loosen it. And then you can let the arm come up. That's the block. Then you got to pull your piece out like that while holding the block up, holding the blade up here so it don't come off in the bottom. See, there's nothing there to hold the blade in place. Then you got to put your blade back in. That's got to go back in through your 1/16 holes you drilled in your pattern. Put the little block on here that holds your blade. Give it a little tighten there. Snap it on. Retighten it. And then retension your blade. Now this, I found 5 half turns. Seems to work pretty good. Like that. And you're ready to go again. And there you go. Blades need a home. Now I have 5 different sizes right now in 2 different types of blades. And just by a plain look at them like this, you can't tell if that's a number 3 or a 5. So I'm going to build some numbered compartments and a little wooden caddy, hopefully, as my design progresses. And we're going to see if we can take these blades and find them a home where you can always, if you buy new ones and all, that you can put them in the right slot and always get the right size you're looking for. So we're going to try that. And next thing too, I want to mention is with these blades here, a make I found online there, Flying Dutchman. You can Google that and it'll pop up. And you can buy these by the gross. I think a gross of these is like 30 bucks. Around $17, $18 for 72. You can buy in assorted sizes, or you can buy one size. There's all different options that they have online. Plus they sell a lot of patterns, some real nice ones. I think I'm going to get one they have for a clock. We're going to try that out someday, and it's a nice mantle clock. It's a pretty large project, and it should take quite a long while to do so, but it gives me something to play with in the winter months. Alright, just want to pass that information along to you. Have a good weekend, and thanks for watching Backyard Woodworking, and don't forget to subscribe.